What's good, YouTube? Men of Steel here, and today's video is going to be a little bit different because it's not just going to be me breaking down a deck and then going into some gameplay about how I did, although it will have all of that if that's what you're for. There'll probably be chapters or something on there, but I kind of want to look into like what happened over the weekend, where, as you can see by the title, like Volcarona came out of nowhere and it became an honest like question if it's better than like Arcanine, which is like hard to believe because Volcarona for the longest was just like, oh, this is such a bad card, but it had a crazy numbers. And jumping right into it, you can see that I'm looking at the top decks here, but what I want to focus on is, as the title suggests, is Volcarona. That if we were to type it here, we see that there's been 9 lists in the past 2 weeks that topped with this. But it's not only the last 2 weeks. Discarding these 2 Arcanine lists that like top 32, this past weekend had 7 lists, including 6 Charizard ones, that just dominated like the tournament scene. That's what this video is about. Like, is how strong is this actually, or was it just getting people off guard? But if we look a step forward, like I looked into these 3 more recent ones, we have a second place in an 83 player tournament. Then we have a top 16 out of 329, and then a top 32 out of 1,782 players. These numbers are insane. And also, side note, these lists are identical. They're playing card for card the exact same thing, which I don't blame them. In my own testing, like I did play my own 10 games with this list and saw like actually quite the success. I went 8-2, but besides that, because realistically online you could go against like people that know what they're doing. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. In tournaments, you're expecting more serious players, but nonetheless, I did feel like I would miss the Sabrina here and there. Like I wouldn't mind. Granted, I know Volcarona kind of like mitigates the Sabrina because you start shooting here and there, but when it comes to like just the Charizard line, you kind of wish you could sometimes like play around with who's in front. But whatever, I get why it's not there. I'm just saying that's one card that in practice I wish I kind of had sometimes. But back to the performances of these decks, these are no joke, like the amount of players and the success they had. And then if we go to Limitless, we're able to like go even further into like these stats. And I'm sorry, like the crop is weird. It's just that if I edit the crop for this page alone, then all the other things get a little wonky, but whatever. That's for like editing me problem. All that to say, this is the guy who got second place. As you can see, he went 4-1 in Swiss, and then once he got to top cut, and he was playing like Hailmaker decks. Like he played against 4 Gyarados, which is one of like the main reasons why I see this list was popular. Gyarados was, before this weekend, like a clear #1 based to like how powerful of a matchup it had. Like its favored matchups were literally like 7, like you could not beat him. And then its unfavored matchups was like a fighting deck that was like shooting him only, or I mean, him only shooting the Magikarp or Luminion, but that's not really like a very popular deck. All that to say that this change in the fire deck was able to go toe to toe with Gyarados, but once you had Volcarona and you had that extra like ability to start sniping their backline and their Magikarp is no longer safe, or even their Gyarados, if they get to Gyarados and they don't build it up, you start like hitting at it for 80, it'll add up, especially since Volcarona is only 1 point as opposed to Arcanine. So you can see like you start seeing like why maybe one's better than the other. And basically this is one example. Then we have the guy who got top 16, I think it was, and this was actually like a single elimination tournament. So like as soon as you lost, you're gone. And he was playing he was able to beat 2 Pikachus, which is like, you would think like, oh, Arcanine, you want Arcanine and Charizard so that you could beat Pikachu, but clearly this guy was beating Pikachu. Actually, I missed over if this guy faced Pikachu at all. He didn't. He actually ended up losing to a Celebi, but I would put my money. I don't know what the game was, but he lost the Executor. But anyways, he ended up losing to the eventual victor that went 9-0 in this tournament with Charizard Arcanine. So then that's where you're like, is it worth the, like, Charizard Arcanine was still kind of having like the better results. That's where like the point of this video where it caught my eye, like that people were playing Volcarona, seeing success, but then falling short of like the original build. And then the guy that got top 32 out of, what was it like? I have it over here. 1,700 players, 1,800 basically if you round up. So I click on, okay, yeah, this guy lost in top 32. So, but he overall went 9-2. This guy was like literally could not lose. He did. Once again, they dropped the game to grass, which is crazy as a fire deck. Maybe that's like a down, like something you're favored to, but the fact that you traded like the speed of Arcanine for more build-up in Volcarona might be giving these grass decks a bit of a chance. But as you can see clearly, he beat 3 Gyarados, he beat 2 Pikachus. He actually beat the Arcanine deck. He beat a few Celebis, he lost to Celebi, he beat a Mewtwo. Like, this deck is able to beat multiple decks, which is something Charizard has always been able to do. But Volcarona, I guess, kind of like fixes that Gyarados matchup where it's no longer like who gets there faster. Like, you're just being able to shoot so much faster with the Volcarona that it's like too much for them to handle. But then that's where the trade-off comes. Like, I don't know if it's worth it in the long run. But I'm excited to see where this goes. Unfortunately, like, yeah, we have a set like 2 weeks from now, so maybe none of this is like, all of this is a moot point. But I was actually excited to see Volcarona not only see play, so I could use those promos, but like that there's still innovation happening despite like the card pool being set, right? We haven't gotten anything new in a while. And then yeah, this unfortunately he ended up losing to this Pikachu deck in top 32, but he was performing like at a crazy rate. And like again, this was out of like 1,800 players, so honestly, I think Volcarona is like an interesting way to play the Charizard matchup. I had seen the Arcanine list that we saw back here, like these two lists up top before. Like I was aware of them, but it caught me by surprise that people were playing with Charizard and that they had such success. With that said, we'll go straight into my deck profile. As you can see for this video, I didn't want to reinvent the wheel. I just like saw what people were doing, seeing that they had success with it, and want to try it for myself. And honestly, you'll see that I was kind of skeptical at first. I was like, I don't know how this Volcarona, it's a little... There was games where Volcarona was single-handedly winning me the matchup, and then there was games where Charizard was just doing Charizard things, where you just build them up and like crush the opponent. With that said, I don't think this is one of those decks that a breakdown would do it much justice, as I believe the gameplay is a much better way of giving you an idea of what the deck is supposed to do and capable of. But what I do want to hear from y'all is comment down below if you think this will be the superior way of playing Charizard, or if Arcanine will continue to be the top spot getter. Regardless, this deck is super strong and Charizard is here to stay, at least for the next 2 weeks. Once the new set drops, who knows? If you enjoy the content, please consider liking and subscribing, and above all else, stay pro. Alright, we get to go second now against Psychic. And we did open... This is just like a Volcarona deck at this point. No Charizard in sight, but we might not need it. It depends on the rolls we get with Moltres. Alright, it's definitely gonna be a race. Turn 1, we go energy on Moltres, flip. We could go to, say, 3, we charge to 4. I don't know, a high roll, and we could start doing real damage real fast. I kind of like want to take my chance on getting Charmander here and then drawing the evolution pieces. I guess that's deserved. The correct play, I guess, would have been to research and then Pokeball to up the chances of seeing Charmander, but we place him down just to play around Sabrina. And we need a high roll, like not to guarantee anything, but just for the best, like for the sake of the deck, right? Okay, we take those. You see, like starting, if we wanted to, we could start hitting for 80 already next turn. The only thing that if we do it next turn, we'd be behind quite a bit, energy-wise. Like we wouldn't be able to redo it again. Like we could stop Curly on his tracks, and that might be worth it. Maybe that slows them down enough. Mew EX is interesting. Because if we go here, we realistically only need 1 XP. Let's research and see what we get here. Like if I saw Leaf, I'd be even more inclined to do so. I think it's worth like knocking out Curly this early. And then we'll worry about building up an attacker or anything. Let's put Charmander down so that we can start leveling up, evolving him next turn if we see Charmeleon. And I think it's worth it. How much slower they get without the Gardevoir, I think we'll make up for how behind we set ourselves just now. And now, as soon as we build up the Charizard, we're able to one-shot anything that they have on board. Like, yeah, now he hits us for 50. Like, Volcarona could literally sit here and take a few hits if we wanted to. But we won't. We'll definitely switch back to, especially with the Leaf now. Let's switch back into Moltres. And continue ramping. Would have been nice to see Charmeleon, but at this point, like, they'd be asking for like too much almost. Okay, that's beautiful. That's amazing. Is the Volcarona play ever gonna? Would it ever have, like, come into play? Probably not. Let's build up this Charmander. It's the win condition. Whether we see it or not, then that's no longer in our hands. We played it to like the best of our ability, I believe. I want to believe, I guess. If we don't see Charmeleon, I'll actually like consider building up Volcarona. Okay, the way he played it just now sets him back yet another turn before he could side drive. And we see yet another leaf. What other... That's the last supporter we have, so there's no reason to like use it now. We could either ramp or what? No, we have to ramp yet. The only thing is that I'd rather, I guess, give Volcarona something. Or, yeah, this Moltres isn't gonna knock out anytime soon, so we could build this up as well. Alright, yeah, we'll split the energies here. 1 and 1. So now they're both ready to attack next turn. We do have to play around the idea that he might have potion in the deck. How he fits it or not is like beyond like our job to understand, I guess. I really don't understand his energy on Mew here, but it is what it is. Yeah, Charmeleon just decided I'm not playing today. So again, we have the option of knocking that out. I don't think it's the win condition. The win condition is definitely hitting this for 70. Like we could leave hit this for 80 or this. No, let's go 70 on this Mewtwo. And if he has a potion, he has a potion. Like most lists I've seen of Mewtwo don't have this, don't have potion in them. So, but they do play blue, which would also be complicated. I guess I also had the option of using Volcaronas exclusively for the fact that it's only 1 point. We're not afraid of Gardevoir. The only thing we're afraid of is potion. If there's no potion, we win next turn, regardless of what they do. And the fact that they haven't immediately done it, leads me to believe I think we got this. XP doesn't save him. Okay, so he's gonna take out Moltres, but we're gonna... Unless he was slow rolling potion. Alright. GG's. Maybe there is something behind this deck. Maybe this deck... I wasn't giving it the credit that it deserved. Although again, Charizard hasn't done much in these games that I have won. But I'm not gonna complain. We take the W's when we can. GG's to our opponent. The deck's cooking. Now, I think I would lean more towards the Arcanine version, but... And I mean like, Volcarona with Arcanine over the Charizard, I don't know. It's just too many stages that we're going through. I'm going second, which means we really want to see Moltres and a basic. This is not what we want to see, but... If we get to Moltres with research, we gotta hope. We gotta hope for Moltres. Okay, this is actually best bet. This Dragon's not gonna swing, so we get to build up. Never mind. We're feeling a lot better. Pokeball. At least we'll be able to see if it's. I'm assuming Gyarados, but it could also be Greninja. You see? Well, now we really need to see Moltres because we have the way to swap them out. So let's see. Moltres. It's another Charmander and a Leaf. Nope. I guess the correct thing would be to build up the one in the back. We really need to see Moltres to just speed up, but I guess at this point I'd rather see Charizard. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, Bruxish. Oh wait, he's on. Okay, he's playing Water Fire, so this Jordan's actually a threat. Let's hope for Moltres here. Although it's a 50-50 right now. And we lost the 50-50. Let's just keep building up Charizard, I guess. And passing turn there. Yeah, this Jordan is going to be a problem if we don't see Charizard. Or Moltres. Moltres could still save us next turn. We've seen half our deck. We've only used one Pokeball. He still can't attack, which is a good thing. And he hasn't evolved. So next turn, he's going to start swinging. Okay, that's perfect. I almost want to hold the Charizard just to make it seem like we don't have it. Like we're just like hoping for it. Although we could hit for 60 already, I don't want to use. I don't want to do that. Basically, is the short answer. Although I guess the correct thing would have been to swap into Volcarona to tank the hit. Like here, we're just giving him a point, which I guess I might regret that. Luckily, again, he's not evolved the Proki. This Bruxish is gonna start swinging hard as hell, though. Let's go Charmeleon. Yeah, the correct play would have been to protect Charmander there. This is still not guaranteed Moltres, but pretty high chance of Moltres. Now, would it be crazy to build up Charizard in a way where it could swing multiple times? I don't believe it's that crazy. Also, we get to set up the Volcarona maybe. Let's do that. Especially since we have all the retreat stuff. Now he must really think we don't have Charizard. We just need a high roll here. 3 heads. Okay, that's 1. 2. Okay, I'll take 2. I'll take 2. And I guess realistically, if we go to 6 energy on Charizard, he'll go down to 4. He goes to 5. Yeah, I think it's just hope that Charizard swinging 3 times is enough. We're not playing what's this called? Sabrina or anything? Well, you could clearly see what we're playing right now. But we're not playing Sabrina or anything, so it's not like we're gonna be creative on the way to like any of this. Okay, so he's Sabrina, which doesn't change our play at all. We have Leaf. Alright, the only issue though is that he does have a free point over here. Alright, honestly I haven't done the math if we're gonna be able to hit him hard and fast enough to win, but it is our only chance, right? So we're gonna go down to 160. The most this thing could do is 90. Okay, yeah, we're pretty good. We're pretty good. 100 with Giovanni, right? If he has, I guess what we want to not see is Greninja, but we gotta assume it's there, right? Yeah, I think he's got it. Yeah, if we had Sabrina, we could play it in a way where we don't lose. But we go down to... Wait a minute, no. We said the most he could hit is 90, right? If he does not have Giovanni, we win this game. This race, I guess. Because we hit him, go down to 120. He pokes at us. Yeah, okay. If there's no Giovanni, which I don't know what the chances of that are. we win. But other than that, clearly we don't. So it is what it is. We gotta play around. We gotta play with the idea that he doesn't have it, because we don't have. The longer we take, the more guaranteed they're gonna beat us. So were we playing? If had we been playing Sabrina or something, then clearly we would win in that stance because we don't take the extra hit from Drud. But it comes down to this: if he has it, he has it. There's no other way to look at it. If you got Geo, you earned it. You didn't have it. GG's. We played to the only way we were gonna win this game, and we got it. So that Moltres play ended up being the difference maker, I believe. Unless I missed the line otherwise, but with just 10 HP. GG's. Alright, we get to go first. Against Electric. We did see Moltres, but Moltres actually gets is weak to Electric, so we'll see. Alright, the opening Pikachu does say, like, guarantee us that we have a little bit of time to set up. We just really need to see okay, seeing a Charmander, and I think we almost have it like in the bag. There's a Charmander and a way to protect it from Sabrina, really. Well, this game is as streamlined as possible. We're just gonna build up this Charmander as much as possible and hope it could steamroll through the Pikachu. There's research. And we have the leaf, like if you try to go Sabrina and try to slow us down, then it might become a problem, but so it's all gonna come down to the coin flips. So come on, good start. That's 1, 2, beautiful. Now next turn we go to 3. Realistically, all we need to roll is 1 of 3 next turn, and we're good. Although I wouldn't mind a Volcarona, simply because it could tank Pikachu EX hit if he were to Sabrina once we build up this Charizard. Yeah, no hesitation, we go here. And also, yeah, we just go all in on this. Yeah. We'll give him Moltres, but just 1 head. That hurts. That actually sets us back immensely. Luckily, not there's no luckily there. We're not playing, like I said, we're not playing, I'm blanking out now. Sabrina or anything, so we can't. Wow, that was worst case scenario, really, that Moltres missed. Wait a minute, never mind. He just gave us the win. Had he just built up the second Pikachu, there's no way we could beat him. Now, what we do lose to is Sabrina, unless we see Volcarona, which is, there you go. Okay, now we won. We almost don't even need to build up this Charizard, but I will anyways, because Volcarona's not gonna come up. You know, he had his dead to rights. I don't know why he did what he did. Or at least I don't know why he did it the way he did it, if that makes sense. Like, no amount of this is gonna add up to 180 HP. Okay, he could hit us for 140 and then discard it all. Cause yeah, now Sabrina, we do lose to Sabrina. We lose to Sabrina. But he has to search. He can't search and Sabrina, so there's no. And we have the double leaf. I guess the other thing we lose to. No, we don't. We don't lose to. I don't know. I don't know what he just did. This game, I don't know. Regardless of how you draw it up or whatever. I guess he's playing to his outs, which would be like this Moltres also like I'm not actually, you know what, I'm not actually, for teaching purposes, if we didn't have game here, we would just place the Moltres as another card to like to tank the way that Volcarona just did, but the game is just here. Yeah, I guess that's showboating on to him, like from his perspective, but I'm just showing y'all like that we had ways to play around the Raichu play had he done it. I don't know. Had he just attacked with Pikachu and kept building up the second one in the back, he wins the game. But whatever, we'll take it. Alright, going second. Against Fire. So this could either be a mirror match or like a Blaine. Sort of a mirror, I guess. The reason I held Larvesta is to not show them what I'm up to, I guess. Like, he sees Moltres, so clearly he's gonna think Charizard, especially with the sleeves and all. But he doesn't know that we're on this. Alright, the chances this hits, it's anything actually, it's a equal chance for everything that we just saw here. We don't get punished for building up the bench completely, so we will. It would have been nice to have like a leaf or a X speed in hand. Let's see. You see, if we had X speed in hand, I would put all of it on Larvesta. But I still might. He doesn't have his Moltres online. Let's see. Yeah, he has a Mew is what he has. Let's build this up. Because he's not gonna outramp us, especially the way we're playing it. And if he misses on Growlithe, we're able to punish him with Volcarona, so. And if he misses on Arcanine. He Pokeballs, so maybe we'll see what the backup plan is. Maybe he just got another Growlithe and feels no need to place it down. If he doesn't evolve here and we see a way to swap the Moltres, I 100% will take that. Yeah, this leaf or... Okay, no, we didn't see it, but we did see something we could build up here. And we do have the Volcarona. Let's start building both of them up, I guess. Okay, that's perfect. Nuts. Okay, I think I'm gonna go 1-on-1. Although, give me that. Let's go double here. We don't have the Charizard, and this is a Volcarona video anyways, so. Next turn we're able to, whether we draw Leaf or whatever, we could back out this Moltres and knock out Growlithe if it doesn't evolve. We know he has a Pokemon in his hands, like, doing something. Okay, he did see the Arcanine. So maybe we don't play into Volcarona. We won't play into it. Charmander doesn't do anything for us. I think we start setting this up actually. Because next turn he'll hit us. And then we'll put him in range of Volcarona. Okay, that's not good. Okay, we'll take one. And yeah, let's put it here. Yeah, so next turn, we might just attack with Moltres. Because he's going to go down to 130, Moltres will put him down to 60. Yeah, he's forced to... He hasn't built up this Muse at all. And I'm not sure if it's because he missed out on Moltres or he's not on it, which... I guess we'll never really know. Unless he puts it down, right? We're definitely doing this. Does this have a target? Yeah, the second Larvesta. We'll sacrifice our Moltres here. It did a good job, but we gotta make sure Volcarona can get the knockout. Now he would need double potion and not attack if he wants to survive. Or a potion and a blue, which I don't think any deck like Arcanine with Mew would have, but... And the best part is whether he takes the knockout on Moltres or not, Volcarona's gonna get the, like, gonna get the revenge kill. Let's see. I think we got this one in the bag, and it's gonna be off the back of Moltres and Volca. Yeah. Low-key, we could just use Charmeleon, really. But there's no need to. There's no need to. We could have, but there's no need to. X speed. Funny enough, actually, we'll be able to evolve Larvesta fast enough, but there's no reason to put it down. If we swing, we're gonna need multiple. We're gonna hit once for 80, goes down to 2. We're gonna need these 5 energy. Then we can start putting some on Charmeleon. And luckily for us, he doesn't have the enough energy on the Mew to hit us multiple times. And his Mew, wait, I just realized his Mew has fire energy. So even if he copies Volcarona's attack once, he goes back down to 1. Yeah, we're more than safe in this matchup. The fact that he put that one up front is kind of weird too. Like, you have to assume he's on Budding Expedition or whatever, especially playing double Mew EX. But okay, so he is on Moltres. Okay, that makes it a lot easier as well. Sabrina. Which one will we put out? Probably Charmeleon. Yeah, the way he played it out, I was gonna play around. Yeah, we're definitely not doing Charizard. We just auto lose there. We could X speed if we wanted to, but not necessary. What has he used? Has he used just one Sabrina? Okay, because if we hit Mew, he's able to swap out and budding it. If we hit this Moltres, it might be bait, because if he has a potion, our math is off. Actually, is it? Because we hit him down to 60. No, he would need 2 potions. He he would need double potion, and we get to see a potion from him. So I think him putting that Moltres down was actually to his detriment. Assuming that he's on Budding Expedition, right? Where if he just played the Muse, he could have like played around with how he uses them. And thanks to X speed, actually no, X speed isn't enough. We actually need to see Leaf. Okay, we got it. GG's. That was a good way of like, I don't know, of showing the power of Volcarona, I guess. Shout out to Moltres though for all the head flips. Alright, we get to go first. Against water. We're going first, so we don't need to... We could decide on how we play it down depending on what they show us. Articuno. Okay, so yeah, there's reason to put both Pokemon down. Pokeball. We will Pokeball first because what we want to see is the evolution line for Charmander now, or Volcarona, I guess. We'll research. And I will in fact fill up the bench here. And we'll pass turn there. So all we're really looking for is Charmeleon and a bunch of head flips from Moltres next turn. Although we are at the mercy that if he goes Misty, we just explode, but... Let's see here. There's the Misty. If it's Tails, we're fine. Nothing comes of it. I don't even want to look, honestly. Yes, that's just game. There's nothing we could do there. I guess we could really hope for high rolls. Well, there's their Charmeleon, so yeah, a really good high roll, and we could win this somehow. We need what? All heads? I guess research doesn't change anything. The Volcarona could tank a hit technically, like after. Actually, no, it can't because of the weakness. Yeah, just 3 heads. That's 1, 2. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Just like that, we return the favor. Really, he does have a backup because we saw him Pokeball. So he does have. If this is 18 trainers, he has another one in the back, but or he has that. We're fine with that. Fine subjectively, like we can't do much about it. Is what I'm getting at. Moltres, you're a hero. Hopefully it doesn't go in vain, but there's not much guarantee here. Alright, Crimson Storm here. He's gonna hit us for 40 and then 80. So on paper we're still fine. Actually no, he's gonna hit us for 60 and then 100. Jesus. We do explode to Sabrina's, and you gotta assume he's playing them. Jesus, okay. Alright, we're gonna have to get creative here. We don't have our own Sabrina to just bring out that Staryu and win, which would have been amazing. So we're gonna have to get creative here, and I'm trying to see if there was like if there's a better way to do this. Because clearly we just lose if we do that. Sabrina would auto win us the game, but we don't have it. So we're gonna have to leave here. Again, this loses to if they have a Sabrina, but again, we lose if we just pass turn there. So we're gonna need Moltres to get some more head flips here. 1 to be exact. 1 of 3. Come on. Your rainbow counterpart did the heavy lifting. All you need is 1. Okay, now just have them not have Sabrina. Or wait, do we do the Volcarona play? Nah. Volcarona would have been funny, but if they evolved into Starmie, then we explode. Trying to do the Volcarona play. If they don't have Sabrina, we pull this out of nowhere, out of the jaws of defeat. We pulled a victory. Research. That's it. We won, right? There's nothing I'm missing. We have the X speeds. The most you could do is 80. Wow, we actually won this game. You have to bet this guy's angry. This guy started the game with a 2 heads off Misty and Blizzard off Rift. GG's, man. Wow, what a game. Technically, we don't even need an X speed. We would just give the Moltres the energy, but yeah, GG's. I don't know why he didn't concede earlier, but that was like I like that one. I like that one.